Long life to you, friend, and welcome to more Greedfall here on AP Games. Continuing our Let's Play. Guys, we're almost wrapping up with this game, I think? I don't know, depends on how many side quests we run into. Anyways, today, we are no longer just Desarde, Legate of the Congregation, we are Desarde, Esquire! That's right, today we're gonna be a lawyer, apparently. We're gonna offer our help to the attorney, see what we can do to put this man behind bars. And one of my previously often spoken critiques of this game is that we have spent almost no time whatsoever in Hikmet. So here we are. We are going to be spending some time in Hikmet.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Desarde, Esquire,
the legate of the merchant congregation.
and Legate.
Governor Burren told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, it is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
That's right, Dr. Silly.
Excellent.
The silly doctor.
We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes.
Whoa.
The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some noughts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
That makes sense.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin Dorsey. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Extremely.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence.
Nice.
But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon.
All right.
The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Knots. That would take us to Desarde, and alright, so let's go. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll go to the knots first. Alright. Excusey. So there we are, guys. We'll go get some witnesses to help to prove our case. We'll get some evidence analyzed. And of course, with our fine mustache and our dashing good looks, our charisma should seal the deal. Nope, we want to go in the back. Should sealio the dealio. Oi! There we go.
Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
That's right.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation.
Nice.
From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. and I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Your word will be crucial during the trial.
If it were up to me, you'd get more face tattoos, lady. You've earned them. Ooh, Captain's thick gloves. Alright, so we got ourselves a not witness. Let's go have our stuff analyzed. You're an alchemist, right? Yeah. Bust on in. Somebody put swords in a globe? That seems impractical. Okay. It seems impractical because you can't actually spin the globe. Just the whole point of having a globe is to be able to spin it. What? You mean downstairs?
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science.
I'm sure it has.
It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well.
He meant well.
And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malachor.
Alright, so...
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
Yeah, I figured.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake.
How about repeated
It is
mistakes of
obvious that he should
multiple
not have
counts of
used
murder?
such methods, but Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
You're just as bad as he is.
Afra, did you have something to say to Dr. Honor?
Thank you, Desade. I feel it is my duty to warn him. You probably know that I was one of Dr. Asili's students.
Naturally. It is undoubtedly under his influence that you have developed this remarkable analytical spirit.
Perhaps. But my analytical mind also pushed me to refuse to continue working with him. I saw his madness and cruelty grow deeper, and what we discovered in this laboratory was abominable. We must condemn him, not only so he can pay for this crime, but to free science from these kinds of abject methods.
Very well. You've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Honor is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Bada boom. There we go. Alright. So that's done. Okay, now. Okay, so in this room.
Hello. I see that you're back to work.
Indeed. We were not bothered thanks to you. And here I can make myself useful.
Good.
But I don't think you're here to ask about me. What can I do for you?
Testify.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe a silly would do such a thing.
I can.
Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor.
Alright.
I must leave you.
Talk to Afra and meet with the survivors in Big Shadow. Afra. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Let's go in the hallway. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. Good. Good. Hold on. Wait, what? Apparently I need to question him. Okay, so it's good good thing I came back.
What do you want now?
What is your purpose here?
I helped Dr. Unner to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
Yes. I kept silent for far too long about what was going on in that lab. I know what we did was wrong, and I do not want it to happen again.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial. I must leave you.
Guys, we're probably gonna crush him in this trial. At least that's my hope. I feel like we are. Alright, so we want to go take a little travel to Big Shadow.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best
Travel to village of Big Shadow. Let's give it all. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's got a bunch of elemental damage on it too. That's cool. I clicked the wrong one again. We'll keep that just because it's cool. This has a ton of elemental damage on it, which actually puts it above our current. Let's get rid of that. And that. We'll keep the other two for now. There we go. I think that's good for now. Let's head out. Let's go chat with the villagers. Talk with Afra. Oh, that's right. Afra.
Desade, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see you too.
Can I do anything for you?
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Thélème.
Oh, dang.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
I agree. Alright.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
No. Good stuff.
I must leave you.
Alright. Now we can go talk to the survivors.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us.
Mev!
We managed to reach Vikshadir.
Hi, Mev.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the mad lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiernahach. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Where's the teleport stone? There it is. I have to say, I think Mev, I've said this before, I think Mev is probably one of the most interesting characters. Like, I think that her character design is really cool. She sticks out, she's got a good voice actress. Just overall, really solid. Very, very well done. Not that there aren't, I think all the main characters do a pretty good job. But I think that Mev, as like a side character, is one of the most, convincing. I don't know. Compelling? I don't know. I just think she's really well done. So, comment down below. Who's your favorite character? Maybe like two different versions. Like, who's your favorite side character? Side character being as like someone who's not a part of our party. Who's your favorite main character? So like party character and non-party character.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
That I do.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently, it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused. I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
A Naut victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
The Islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the Islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra, one of Dr. Asili's former students, has agreed to testify.
Excellent. This woman is very respected by the governor. Her statement will carry a lot of weight.
Will the trial begin soon?
Let's start it up, boys.
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work.
Thank you.
I think we have every chance of
Desarde,
winning.
Private
Where will
Eye,
the trial
and
be held?
Esquire
At
of
the palace.
the Legate of the
I regret to inform you
Congregation.
that you will not be able to attend. However, I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Sir Desarde.
Well, that's a little
The
disappointing.
evidence he supplied was irrefutable.
I wanted
was
to see the
necessary
trial.
that you
I
hear
wanted
the
to stand up and
victims
yell,
in
objection!
order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment.
Oh, shoot.
Excellency.
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Alright. Go to the execution? Oh, shoot, man. Oh, dang. There's gotta be some sort of cutscene going on here, guys. This is a big deal. Come on. I was hoping for some sort of cutscene or something like that. Something.
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
That executioner mask is ridiculous.
You know that I am right.
That's the cutscene I was looking for. Apparently I got 50 gold for attending an execution. Alright. Time to talk to Constantine about our worrying troubles. Why not go to there, where I can fast travel so quickly? Alright. There it is. Storyline complete. Alright, we've been traveling with Ephra and Siora for quite a bit. We're going to be going and talking to Constantine. Let's compose our team. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go with Vasco and... oh, we'll keep Ephra. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's travel on over. So there we go. Justice was served. And we are... well, I guess I'm now satisfied we've spent some time in Hikmet. There's probably more side quests, but I think it's about time that we get over here and spread the news to our cousin. So let's do a quick save, just to make sure we don't lose our progress. Somehow, some way, I'm sure that I would find a way to lose the quest progress that I've made. So. Alright, cuz. Big news for you. I helped cut a dude's head off. Also, you were poisoned.
Constantine, my dear cousin. I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring? We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus. Really? So, what was causing them? The city and its outposts were continuously being attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I have never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation. Do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders. And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardai Glenderman, a beach guardian. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you have already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I'm certain there's more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Someone
Do you really
like
believe
Constantine.
that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He's not going to a tavern, man.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a difficult situation.
Come on, charisma.
You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
He never was very reasonable, but it is true that these walks at night are rather suspicious.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Mil Frictamen had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
582. Alright. It's only fitting that she should get the silly blunderbuss. Give her some elemental damage. We'll upgrade it here in a little bit. Myself, I think this is the best one we can hope for. Vasco, are we able to get you? No. Alright. Let's go upstairs. Wait. Nope. Never mind. Not upstairs. Into his study. Right here.
Locked.
Whoa! Do you see that, guys? It's a trick door. All this potential, this feeling of power, I feel so alive. My experiments bore fruit. Katasek's link cured me, but those I established myself with made me a god. Soon the whole island would answer my call. As long as I'm not interrupted, a small group of exiled natives saw me passing by in Gwenvar the other night. If they denounce me, they could ruin my whole plan. I can't take that risk. I must get rid of them. He's gonna go kill some natives. Alright. Let's go. Time to go stop my silly cousin from doing silly things. He's got silly voices in his head, telling him to be silly. Alright. Nope, not what I want. On to travel. Dang it! There we go. Okay. Let's travel north to Gwenvar. Tall trees.
Cousin has lost his mind for good. Now he's talking about killing people simply because they have seen him. We can't let him do this.
Whoa! Okay, that's a problem. Ow.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaigse.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse, but he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different, darker.
He's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No, we see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me, so we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't he?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there, and from up there you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Thank
Be
you.
prudent, Onol Manawi.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Whoops. Apparently I need to question them.
Do you want to know anything else?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Qua awalem seg. Alright. Up this way. Let's give it a quick save. Make sure we don't lose progress. They said to... Oh. There's... Aha! Okay. Now I got it. Some stuff over there, but we come up top. We'll have a good vantage point.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
Look, he's coming.
Follow Constantine. Wait, what? There's the road back.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Ow, come on. Ow. Okay.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
I'm wounded. I need healing.
Oh! I was so close to finishing that. There we go. Alright. That really hurt. These big guys don't mess around. These roly-polies have got to be some of the most annoying enemies. Alright. Let's speed it up a little bit.
He must have used this passage. We'd do well to follow him.
Almost leveled up. Big tree. Oh boy. Alright. Well, first things first. Let's do some poison coating. And let's do a quick save. This is probably going to get ugly, boys. This looks like a combat area.
Constantine, what are you doing? Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I see monsters to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill him for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
He won't come back. He's the one contaminating the gardens. He's the one responsible for the attacks.
He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Ow. Alright. We need some armor ointment.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. I need healing.
Alright, let's get some resuscitation powder on these guys. Ow.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Ow! Oh shoot, that hurt. Alright. Resuscitation powder. Get it back up.
And let's go. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Dang, dude. There we go. Sorry, Mega Man. Level 33.
Of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians.
I like how you can see a little face in there.
Pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants: eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is.
Maybe.
You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
It is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution.
I knew it, guys.
Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
Even if I hesitate to follow the orders of a talking stone, I know what I saw, and I fear that this thing has not lied to us. What your cousin is doing is horrific, and he must be stopped.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
Don't forget, he has a personal guard. He's bound to have warned them against us after what happened.
You're right. We should be careful.
And we're gonna need an army. Alone against all of these creatures will be no match for them.
The natives will follow us. What do you think about the Nords?
I would like to answer you myself, but alas, I cannot. The question will have to be asked to the Admiral.
We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be all the more welcome. And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Buren. What an absurd project. On the continent, they would brand us crazy, but not here. On an island where everything is possible, and all folly is accepted. Let us go. We need to put an end to all of this.
Nice. Skill point, talent point. Something is rotten achievement, that's right. Alright, let's form an alliance to protect the sanctuary against Constantine. Fencer's stiletto. Interesting. Alright, let's grab whatever that is. And of course we need to loot the butt. Loot the butt. Bone fragment of the Lord of the Plains. Alright. Time for us to let's see. Alright. Poison alchemical mix applies a stronger dose of poison to the explosion. Yes, please. And we've got another talent as well. We can go. Increases max ammo capacity, allows slightly faster HP regen outside of combat. At this point, I feel like vigor is the only one that really matters. So let's go with that. All right. So we need to go collect some allies. So directly behind me. This is where we came from. Apparently, I've explored here before. I don't remember this. Can I get up this? Impossible to climb. Okay. Time to travel. Alright. Let's start with the natives. Village of Vigigida. Come on, Vigigida. Vigigida. Do 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 do. Vigigida. Do 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 do. Time for this charisma to come into effect. Also, all the good deeds I've been doing for the past, like, 30 hours. Dunkus. Dunkus, my friend. Will you help us in our time of need? You let me loot your,
What brings you here on Almanawi?
High King Dunkus.
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak and Devosh'Tire should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enonmil Frictamen warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I intend to go and find the other factions and ask for their support. But I also need your people. Because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enonmil Frictamen cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors.
Deirdre.
And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank
Dunkus,
me.
Peacemaker
You
Mace.
managed to earn my people's trust, and you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps, and may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He is an intelligent man. He must have guessed the purpose of our visit before we even spoke to him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
Alright. So I think, next let's go to Thélème. So we'll go to Thélème and Hikmet first before going back to, well, first of all, let's check out this mace, huh? Whoa. I mean, it looks sick. But can't use it. Alright. That's okay. It's pretty cool though. Dunkus, I'm happy with that choice. Very happy with that choice. Alright. Let's go. Hold on. First off, I remember now. I need to do an upgrade on his workbench. Up front, I need to upgrade your blunderbuss. Armor damage? No, let's just give it regular physical damage. Fury gen. Stun. Just physical damage. There we go. I'm happy with that. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure. I figured that we were going to the governor's palace, but had to make sure. Alright, Mother Cardinal.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Give me your troops.
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Easy, girl.
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you.
Easy.
Believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a denegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. Others have already joined me. But we also need the support of Thélème. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times, and I trust your judgment. You can count on our help. My men will fight by your side.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom, we have a chance to prevail.
I was a little shaky on you, Mother Cardinal.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
I was a little shaky on you. That's why I went to you first. Alright, over to Hikmet. Let's go see if we can't get a favor from Burin, even though we've, like, demeaned his character multiple times. Although, to be fair, his character has been quite lacking. And his integrity has been spotty at best. Let's travel all the way over to Hikmet. This is reminding me of a Dragon Age Origins, or what's it called? Not BioShock. Mass Effect 2. You gotta go collect your team and then, I don't know. Mass Effect 3, really. Yeah. Dragon Age Origins / Mass Effect 3. Either one. Alright. Let's do a quick save. Just make sure we obtain progress. Burin! I come asking a favor of you.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different Guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Teerfredi. He is preparing to attack the volcano sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desade. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us?
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Alright. Ally number 3 in the bag and ready for us. Alright. So we'll head back to New Serene. We'll gather the coin guard, the knots, and then we have to find Constantine's hideout. I wonder what it would take for the various factions to refuse you. That might be the next playthrough. This is something that I've thought about for other games as well. So usually I try and do as good as possible, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, the standard, play excellently, play well, you know. But what if I started a series where I try and play the most suboptimal way possible? What do you guys think of that? My longtime supporters. The people who are going to watch 22 hours of me rambling on and on as I fumble my way through the combat in this game. What do you guys think? Series, like the worst, I don't know, like playing games in such a way that you have the most suboptimal chance of winning. Sieglinde.
Lord Desade, how can I be of service to you?
You can keep talking that awesome accent.
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the Islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures, in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
No, that's all.
Go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Sieglinde. So what do you guys think? Worst possible outcome? Not worst possible outcome, but like... So, a good example is the Banner Saga, right? The Banner Saga is... I played all 3 games on my channel. This is the wrong exit. I played all 3 games on my channel, and I played to win. So it's not necessarily like having the worst outcome. It's playing in such a way where you make all the bad choices and trying to trying to experience the story as though, like, if you play... experiencing the story if you played in such a way that you made every wrong choice possible. So, yeah. What do you think of that? You think that'd be fun? You think that'd be funny? Good time? Let me know in the comments below. I think it would be fun. Playing the Banner Saga where you get, like, every possible person killed. You get the least amount of... It's only the decisions. It's not like the combat. So you're not, like, fighting badly. It's just making really bad tactical choices. Like being a terrible leader.
What can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see.
Unlimited power.
It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nauts.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, Desarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
Bada boom. Alright, so we formed an alliance. So we need to find Constantine's hideout. Inform Glendan of the impending battle. So, finding his hideout. Oh, it's not here. Oh, well, apparently his hideout... Constantine's secret hideout. I wonder where it could be. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Well, let's head over that way. Apparently I can't go that way. Come on, Vasco. Can't let me look like a fool. Alright. That dude has probably knocked on that door a couple dozen times. Nobody ever answers. Crazy. Alright. So finding his secret base. Makes you wonder what he's been doing this whole time. Is this correct? This is correct. Grab some iron. Some shrooms.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
Let's be careful. You probably put some guards at the entrance.
That he did.
And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this strength.
Watch out! Grenade!
Be careful!
Ow!
You're wounded!
That dude. That dude's got a strong blunderbuss. Serene Noble Curus. Alright. Let's drink up. That's a cave. Guess there's a way to sneak in. If you had the necessary skills. That would have been nice. Oh well. Alright. Quick save. Oh jeez. Alright, there's at least 3 of them. Back away, back away, back away. Ow. Okay. That hurt. This is bad. Alright, there we go. Grenades and poison and tricksiness wins the day. Got ourselves a nice sneak attack. Alright, I saw some iron over here. Let's grab that. Save. Oh, this certainly looks like a secret hideout, doesn't it?
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection.
According to my calculations, by performing linking rituals in Credgwen and Vedvilvi, and only a Frictaman should be sufficiently weakened, and I should sufficiently powerful to fight him. Cannot wait to annihilate the senile old god. Oh, come on.
This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
According to the Donegada, each bond gives some form of power to the one who makes it. Your cousin never has enough, apparently.
So much so that he's threatening Enonmil Frictaman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it.
That's right, he
did.
did.
The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
Even though I've studied the rituals of the natives, I really don't know how to proceed. I can only think of one person that could help us. Dunkus. Mev is too hostile towards strangers.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
Back to Dunkus. Alright. Asking for help? Well, kinda already did that, so. Alright, no loot. Alright. Quick save. Just to make sure. Alright. So there we are, boys. Figured it out. Constantine is gathering the power by stealing it from Enelmil Frictaman, hoping to use it for his own nefarious gains. Head out this way. Ask Dunkus for help. Inform Glendan. To the village of Vigigadar. Alright, Dunkus. Can you help me? Can you help me, brother? Good buddy. I think we could have gotten Mev to help us, but...
What brings you here on Manawi?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tifradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Alright. Break his link in Sanctuary of Credgwin. And then Vedvilvi as well. Alright. So we take a look on the map. Both of these are outside of this current area. Let's just take a look at where we're going to be going. Concentration on Vedvilvi and Credgwin. But that is something for us to do next time, boys and girls. We'll hopefully wrap this up next episode, and that'll be our final episode of Greedfall here on the channel. So, until next time, thank you for your continued support. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my ideas for the worst possible choices, gameplay, and who your favorite side character and main character are from this series. Just interested in hearing what you guys have to say. So, thanks again, and we'll see you again soon. Long life to you, friend.